Dear students, welcome to you all. Today I am going to discuss about elementary operation or transformation of a matrix and invertible matrices. Dear students, there are 6 operations or transformations on a matrix, 3 of which are due to rows and 3 due to columns, which are known as elementary operations or transformations. The first operation is the interchange of any 2 rows or 2 columns. Symbolically, the interchange of ith and jth row is denoted by interchange of ith row with jth rows, and the interchange of ith and jth column is also denoted by the interchange of ith column with jth column. For example, let matrix A equal to 1, 5, 3, 3, 2, 8, 2, 9, 12. Applying the interchange of R2 and R3 to matrix A, we get matrix B equal to 1, 5, 3, 2, 9, 12, 3, 2, 8. And applying the interchange of C1 and C3 to matrix A, we get matrix C is equal to 3, 5, 1, 8, 2, 3, 12, 9, 2. Second operation is the multiplication of the elements of any row or column by a non-zero number. Symbolically, the multiplication of each element of the ith row by k, where k not equal to 0, is denoted by ri changes to k ri, that is k times of ri. The corresponding column operation is also denoted by ci changes to kci, that is k times of ci. For example, let matrix A equal to -3, 2, 5, 2, 1, 4, 1, 0, 3. Applying R1 changes to 3R1 to matrix A, we get matrix B equal to -9, 6, 15, 2, 1, 4, 1, 0, 3. Dear students, here R1 changes to 3 times of R1. So we get matrix B is equal to -9, 6, 15, 2, 1, 4, 1, 0, 3. And applying C2 changes to 2C2 to matrix A, we get matrix C is equal to -3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 4, 1, 0, 3. Third operation is the addition to the elements of any row or column, the corresponding elements of any other row or column multiplied by any non-zero number. Symbolically, the addition to the elements of ith row, the corresponding elements of jth corresponding elements of jth row multiplied by k is denoted by Ri changes to Ri plus Krj, and the corresponding column operation is denoted by Ci changes to Ci plus Kcj. For example, let matrix A is equal to 2, 8, 5, 3, 1, 9, 0, 11, 5. Applying operation R3 changes to R3 plus 2R1 to matrix A, that is two elements of third row 2 times corresponding elements of first row are added, which gives the matrix B equal to 2, 8, 5, 3, 1, 9, 4, 27, 15. And applying operation C2 changes to C2 plus 3C1 to matrix A, that is two elements of second column 3 times corresponding of first column are added, gives matrix C equal to 2, 14, 5, 3, 10, 9, 0, 11, 5. Now we discuss equivalent matrices. Two matrices A and B are said to be equivalent if one can be obtained from other by applying elementary operations finite number of times, and it is written as matrix A equivalent to matrix B. If matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then A is equivalent to matrix 2, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here applying operation R1 changes to 2R1. Now we will discuss invertible matrices. If A is a square matrix of order n, and if there exists another square matrix B of the same order n, such that AB is equal to BA is equal to I, here I means identity matrix, then B is called the inverse matrix of A and it is denoted by A inverse. In that case, A is said to be invertible. For example, let matrix A is equal to 3, 4, 2, 3 and matrix B is equal to 3, minus 4, minus 2, 3. Now AB is equal to, we get 1, 0, 0, 1. Similarly, BA equal to, we get 1, 0, 0, 1. From these two, we get B inverse is equal to A or A inverse is equal to B. Note, dear students, a rectangular matrix does not possess inverse matrix, since for product BA and AB to be defined and to be equal, it is necessary that matrices A and B should be square matrices of the same order. Second, if B is the inverse of A, then A is also the inverse of B. Now we will discuss theorem, that is uniqueness of inverse. Inverse of a square matrix, if it exists, is unique. Proof, let matrix A is equal to Aij be a square matrix of order m. If possible, let B and C be two inverses of A. Dear students, here we shall now show that B is equal to C. That is uniqueness. Means here we suppose two inverses of A and we have to show that this is unique. Means we shall now show that B is equal to C. Since B is the inverse of A, implies that AB is equal to BA is equal to I. That is from above. Since C is the inverse of A, implies that AC is equal to CA is equal to I. That is from above. Thus, B can be written as BI and this is equal to BAC. That is from 2 here. I is equal to AC and this can be written as BA into C by associative law of multiplication of matrices, and this is equal to IC from 1. BA is equal to I and this is implies that B is equal to C. IC means we get C. Means if a matrix is multiplied with identity matrix of same order, in that case we get the same matrix. Here B is equal to C. One more theorem: if A and B are invertible matrices of the same order, then prove that inverse of AB is equal to B inverse A inverse. Proof: from the definition of inverse of a matrix we have AB into inverse of AB is equal to I, or A inverse into AB into inverse of AB is equal to A inverse I. Here pre-multiplying both sides by A inverse, and we can write A inverse A into B into inverse of AB is equal to A inverse. Here A inverse A into B, that is the associative law of multiplication of matrices, and A inverse I is equal to A inverse, and this can be written here IB into AB inverse of AB is equal to A inverse, since A inverse A is equal to I, and this can be written B into inverse of AB is equal to A inverse, and here again we pre-multiplying both sides by B inverse, we get B inverse B into inverse of AB is equal to B inverse A inverse, and this is equal to I into inverse of AB is equal to B inverse A inverse. Here reason you have given B inverse into B is equal to I. So finally we get inverse of AB is equal to B inverse A inverse. Now we will discuss method of finding inverse of a matrix using elementary transformation. Let X, A and B be matrices of the same order such that X is equal to AB. In order to apply a sequence of elementary row operations on the matrix equation X is equal to AB, we will apply these row operations simultaneously on X and on the first matrix A of the product AB on RHS. Similarly, in order to apply a sequence of elementary column operations on the matrix equation X is equal to AB, we will apply these operations simultaneously on X and on the second matrix B of the product AB on RHS. So we can conclude that if A is invertible in square matrix of order n, we can write A is equal to In A equal to AIN. Here IN means identity matrix of order n. Dear students, for a sequence of row operations, means if we use row operations, we write A is equal to INA. This is the form of row operation, and we use the row operations till we get IN is equal to BA. In this case, the matrix B will be the inverse of A. Similarly, for a sequence of column operations, means if we want to use column operations, we write the form A is equal to AIN, and we use the column operations till we get IN is equal to AB. Dear students, there is a remark: in case after applying one or more elementary row or column operations on A equal to IA or A is equal to AI, if we obtain all zeros in one or more rows of the matrix A on LHS, in that case A inverse does not exist. Now we will discuss about the solution of questions of exercise 3.4 from NCERT. Using elementary transformations, find the inverse of the following matrix if it exists. Here the matrix is given 1, 3, -2, -3, 0, -5, 2, 5, 0. To find the solution, let matrix A is equal to 1, 3, -2, -3, 0, -5, 2, 5, 0. We write A is equal to IA, means here we use row transformation. Dear students, here I want to tell you, if we write A is equal to IA, means row transformation, then we use only elementary row operations throughout. And if we write A is equal to AI, means column transformation, then we use throughout the elementary column operations. So here we use the form A is equal to IA, and this is the form of row transformation. Then here we use only elementary row operations throughout. So we write A is equal to IA implies that 1, 3, -2, -3, 0, -5, 2, 5, 0 equal to IA, means identity matrix of same order 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 into A, and this is equal to this is implies that 1, 3, -2, 0, 9, -1, 0, -1, 4, and this is equal to 1, 0, 0, 3, 1, 0, -2, 0, 1 into A. Here we applying the operations R2 changes to R2 plus 3R1 and R3 changes to R3 minus 2R1. Here we use on left side as well as on right side also, and this is implies that 1, 3, -2, 0 minus 1 4, 0 9 minus 1, this is equal to 1 0 0 minus 2 0 1 3 1 0 into a. Here we use the operation R2 interchanges with R3, and after that we get 1 0 10, 0 minus 1 4, 0 0 25, this is equal to minus 5 0 3 minus 2 0 1 minus 15 1 9 into a. Here we use elementary operations. R1 changes to R1 plus 3 R2 and R3 changes to R3 plus 9 R2. Similarly, we use the operation R2 changes to minus 1 into R2. Here we get 1 0 10, 1 0 minus 4, 0 0 25 equal to minus 5 0 3, 2 0 minus 1 minus 15 1 9 into a. Again we apply the elementary operation R3 changes to 1 by 25 into R3. We get 1 0 10, 0 1 minus 4, 0 0 1 minus 5 0 3, 2 0 minus 1 minus 3 by 5, 1 by 25, 9 by 25. And finally here we get identity matrix 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1, and this is equal to 1 minus 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5 4 by 25 11 by 25 minus 3 by 5 1 by 25 9 by 25 into a. Here the elementary operation which is used, R1 changes to R1 minus 10 R3 and R2 changes to R2 plus 4 R3, and we stop the operation. Here we stop because on left side we get the identity matrix. Dear students, I want to tell you, we use these operations till we get identity matrix on left side. If we get identity matrix on left side, we stop and we find the inverse. So here A inverse is equal to 1 minus 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5 4 by 25 11 by 25 minus 3 by 5 1 by 25 9 by 25. Assignment is given. Solve remaining questions of exercise 3.4 from NCERT. Thank you.